Ford Broncos have been returned nonstop.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, I don't really like new cars. I don't. Guys, I'm a car guy. I love cars. I like classic cars. But guys, my favorite generation of cars, like years, are probably about 89 to about 2005, right? That's when you have the golden age Japanese cars, you know? You have the Civics, the Accords, the Camrys, the Corollas, you know what I'm saying? That you still see driving around today. Guys, how many 94 Corollas do you still see driving around? Yeah, the Lexus, you know, Benz and BMW weren't too complicated yet, you know? Yes, you even had the late 90s and early 2000s Crown Vics and Mercury Grand Marquis. You have the Buick Park Avenues with that GM 3.8 V6. You know, cars were simple, easy to work on, got great gas mileage, and this is all across the board. I would even say that, like, the Cavaliers were decent cars, you know? Got good gas mileage, had some get up and go, but now cars are absolute trash. They're putting smaller and smaller turbocharged engines in these things with a stop-start. You know, they're unreliable, they're hard to work on. If you even change your own oil, it voids the warranty. What a joke. And guys, these dunderheaded broads, well, I would say Gen Z and millennials in general don't know anything about cars, but women especially know nothing about cars, and they make these impulsive car buying decisions, and they always regret it later. So guys, let's go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at these absolute dunderheads are regretting their car purchases. And guys, let's get into this.
So my car is a Mercedes, right? Convertible. I bought it about like a year ago. And the headaches that a Mercedes gives is terrible. Terrible. And the pricing of everything is out the roof. Thank God that my family, you know, my family owns a mechanic shop. So a lot of the times my brothers and my dad can fix it. But there's just things that Mercedes does that most of the time you gotta go to them, you know, because it's like the headache of their cars. So if you have this itch that you want to get a Mercedes, I want to get a Mercedes, don't do it. Don't do it, please. It's not worth it. I'm in my grandpa's car, and let me tell you, este carrito, este little hoopty, this hoopty is way better than my Mercedes. I love it and I hate my Mercedes. I love and hate my Mercedes. But if I were to be, you know, like thinking again, damn, what would I do next?
Yeah.
I will get myself a little Honda again. 100%. Economical. If I need to fix it, my family can fix it like this. Not a European car. I love that. I love Europe and all that stuff, but not the cars. Not Mercedes. Don't do it. If you're thinking of buying it, don't do it.
Right there, guys. See? Guys, I have friends of mine who still have like 92, 93 Civic hatchbacks. Yo, I have friends of mine who still have 95 Subarus driving around, you know? They're cheap to fix. They're cheap to maintain. And it took this dunderhead having this Benz and having all these problems to understand that you're better off buying an older Japanese car or whatever, you know? What a joke. What a joke. And guys, this is newer Benzes. I know people who have 80s and early 90s Mercedes that have 300,000 miles on them. But yeah, guys, she probably has a cheap one. She probably has like the CLA or the C-Class. Yeah, those are pieces of junk. Look at that, guys. Don't be this idiot. Clown world.
We're off to Birmingham.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta translate, right?
To go go and pick up, hopefully, my new mum car. We went for the Kia Arona. Go test drive it and see if I like it. I don't recommend anyone getting a car from here because the experience was just not the best. So let's go through everything that went wrong. We arrived at 12 o'clock. We had an appointment at 12:30. However, they didn't even know that we had an appointment. So paid the reservation fee of £100 a couple of days prior. But they did not even know this, and they had to even see if the car was even there. When I test drove the car, it drove really well. However, there was a lot of stuff wrong with the car. The whole entertainment system in the car was just not working, like completely frozen. And a lot of the buttons on the steering wheel were again not working. There was a piece on the door on one of the back tires that was coming off. This person told us that everything should be fixed. The system just needs updating, and that the thing on the car door just needs to be stuck on. So we signed the paperwork, and literally 2 minutes after signing the paperwork, they told us that they actually can't fix any of it, and that we have to take the car to the original dealership and get it fixed by them, as the car is under warranty. Not to mention, they were trying to sell us a 3-year extended warranty when the car already comes with a manufacturer's warranty. And we also ended up spending around 5 to 6 hours there. Well, not to mention, the car was also disabled taxed, so we had to go to a post office to get it changed before I could even take the car. I had to give my courtesy car back, so we did end up having to take this car home. And then after a few weeks, I took it to SEAT to get it fixed, and it has now been fixed. However, I would not recommend this car. It burns so much petrol. I have to put a full tank in every week or every 2 weeks, when with my Kia, I only put a full tank in every 3 to 4 weeks. And honestly, if I wasn't involved in that car accident, I would 100% get a Kia again. And I am thinking to give this car back in a year or two and get myself a Kia again. Anyways, I have my new mum car now, and I have 2 car seats in there. So yeah.
So this chick went to see this car. There was all these problems, right? And she bought the car anyways.
You stupid woman!
Look at that. Actually, the steering wheel doesn't work, governor. And they wouldn't even fix it, governor. These impulsive decisions, they always regret buying the car. Guys, why? If there's anything wrong with it, guys, just leave. And then they said, hey, guess what? You thought we were going to fix all that stuff?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
You got to take it back to the lot yourself and have it fixed. And she still drove off with the car.
You stupid woman!
Clown world. I don't feel bad for him. Clown world.
Or people regret buying the most?
I can't speak for everyone, but I can tell you from experience that with our leasing company, Ford Broncos have been returned nonstop way before the lease ends. And anytime we do a Ford Bronco lease on someone, they always want to get out of it soon.
Why?
Honestly, I can tell you, I think the drive is just not what other people are expecting. It looks cool, I guess, for the beginning, but the interior is just not luxurious, not tech savvy, not that fun.
Look at that, guys. And chicks buy Broncos. Chicks buy Broncos just like they buy Jeeps. Then they actually drive them and they realize they're absolute trash. And you guys know that the worst part is how many wives buy these. They harangue their husbands into going to the car lot, doing all this stuff. And then like a week later, I'm going to take this back. Why? We need to get this back. And then he has to shell out more money. Well, he doesn't have to. He chooses to. What a joke. Someone says, Jeep. Everyone that I know that's purchased a Jeep has regretted it. Someone says Broncos are not comfortable. Someone says Range Rovers would be my guess. Someone says Broncos and Wranglers look cool, but I've heard terrible things. Facts. What a joke. Clown world.
Why did you buy this little zippy car?
This dynamo sales manager would come over and go, I need you to sign this paperwork. And I was like, yeah, I'll sign the paperwork. And then he would walk away and I'd go, I'm not buying that car. Here he comes back, he's like, so I signed paperwork for a solid hour. And
Look
I
at
bought
that.
this car. I can't get out of this car looking sexy. Getting out of the car like this. I was driving this car yesterday. This big old truck is behind me. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? I look down, I'm going 50. Grandma's going 50 in her Fiat Spider. Why did I do this? I'm gonna list it on Facebook Marketplace and do my best to sell it. Will you find somebody to buy this car from me?
You don't think someone you know might want it?
No. No one I know wants this car. Everyone I know is practical and has a good head on their shoulders. I'm a victim of good-looking men. I'm a victim.
So she bought a Fiat Spider, which is a Miata with a different engine in it. How are you going to take a Miata and make it less reliable? You guys, this is what I mean. They always regret buying these stupid cars. Always. What an absolute joke. And guys, this is why society, well, not society, but this is why there's an agenda to keep women single and unmarried. It's because they do stupid things like this. I guarantee this chick's grandma or whoever she is, she doesn't have a husband, right? She's just old, living by herself, you know? And they're like, oh, I see this old lady coming a mile away. Look at that. What a dunce. This is funny, but at the same time, no, it's not. Because I honestly believe this is the only reason why like Infiniti and other crappy brands are still in business is because these women buy these cars. Clown world. Look at this thing right here. Look. Look at the glasses. Look at the hair. Look at that, guys. What a joke. Look at that.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Here we go, guys.
So I just wanted to give a little life update. Something kind of aggravating yet important has happened. I got a new car for my birthday back in November. I bought it for myself, okay? It was my birthday gift to myself. I wanted a brand new car. I really like this one. It's very pretty. It's very space-agey.
What?
I named it Spock. And the problem I'm having is it's a Kia. I bought a Kia Sportage Hybrid. I love it. I spent a lot of money on this. When I originally purchased the car, my insurance was like, oh yeah, it's actually going to be $14 cheaper than your previous car. I was like, fantastic. I love hearing that. Come to find out, apparently this year, the insurance for Kias and Hyundais are they're not covering Kias and Hyundais anymore, at least in Missouri. They're still covering me because we've been working with them. I mean, I've been with this company for over 10 years. You know, I've had the same insurance company since I got my first car. My payment went up almost 40%.
Look at
so
that.
Now I'm stuck in this dilemma, right? Of, okay, well, do I just take the L and continue paying for insurance, which is risky because what if eventually they decide that they no longer want to cover me at all because of the car that I have? Or do I trade in my car for a car I don't want? The thought of having to get another car yesterday, I was like looking at like comparable options, and you have like the Toyota RAV4 or the Honda CR-V. Ugly. I don't want it. This is the first time in my life I've been able to buy myself a brand new car, and I am loving it. This is luxury for me, okay? I have worked so hard to get here, and now they want to take it away. Even if I do decide to trade in this car and get a different one, I'm not going to get near as much back that the car's actually worth. Spend a pretty penny on it, and I know I'm not going to get near as much back for that, especially with it being a Kia and knowing that insurance companies aren't covering Kias anymore. I love my Kia Sportage Hybrid. I do want a hybrid. I do want like a mid-size, a smaller SUV, like the size of the car that I have. I'm obsessed with. I love it. This is my problem. I don't like anything else. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on like vehicles that I would like, I would prefer to go with the Toyota or Honda because those are like rated the safest and they have like a special piston that like never rusts or whatever. I don't know. I spoke with a car guy one time and he was telling me about it. I don't know exactly what it means.
Look at that.
I don't like the looks of the other ones, but I mean, I guess the question is, do I risk keeping my car and not being able to have insurance, or do I trade it in for something I don't love? I'm done ranting for right now, but this is life update. This is a problem I'm having. So if you have any suggestions on what I should do, if you like know about this stuff, feel free to give your input. If you don't know about this stuff, just put like not an expert.
Blah, 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 blah. But guys, first of all, only an idiot would choose a Kia over a Honda, right? Or a Toyota. A Kia Sportage Hybrid?
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Clown world. And guys, do you see how she's basically on looks? She didn't do any research. She didn't read the news or look at the news about the Kia boy stealing stuff. This is how it is. They have this buyer's regret because they're uneducated. They know nothing about cars, current events, the news, or anything. And now they end up like this dunce right here. Are you serious? You don't want a RAV4 because you don't like the looks of it? Are you dumb? What a joke. Guys, let me know what you think. Don't be this idiot. Guys, buy older, cheaper cars. You know, pay cash for cars. Don't go into debt. But all right, guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like the video, share the video, drop a comment. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out of here. Bye, guys.